Hey, Bodacious Beast, welcome back to my channel. My name is ScottyAllenDay. Alright, Bodacious Beast, it is time for me to get the first round of merch out. To anybody that's interested, the road to 10K is a slow one. And if you follow through with my YouTube videos, through this YouTube video, I will explain the importance of merch sales for new creators like me. So I'm basically going to be talking a little bit about merch and how important merch is. So, first of all, somebody who is fairly new at YouTube or fairly just starting off with YouTube, and then all of a sudden throwing merch out when they don't have more than 1,000 people watching them a day. There's a reason for it. And the reason is not because they're money-grubbing, greedy people. Well, some of them are. But the real ones that are pushing to make a good quality channel and learning as they go need to get at least the first round of merch out. The reason is to see what people like. If I design a T-shirt that has a nice has a logo on it, and the logo looks good on a hat, but but on a shirt it looks like heck. Or I come up with a graphic and it looks great on a shirt, but it doesn't look too big when it's small and it's on a hat. Really simple and kind of self-explanatory because, well, I get to know what my viewers like. I get to learn the whole process of doing merch. And, it makes things less complicated as I start growing. Once I get to about 100,000, I want to be experienced enough with making graphics, making the merch, and possibly coming up with, a mascot that I could be able to utilize in pretty much all my my merch. Or maybe come up with one or two mascots that I could work on later down the road. Now the other thing is when a new creator starts off and starts working on merch and starts learning how to do the graphics, it improves over time. So not only is this this new merch that I'm going to come out, that's going to be coming out in probably by the end of this week. I'm hoping to have it ready by the time this video is published. If it is, the link will be in the bio. If it isn't, then I will make an announcement on all my social media platforms that the merch is out. Now, the reason for a small creator to start growing with merch is, number one, they start getting better with graphics. Number two, they get feedback from their fans. Number three, if it doesn't appeal to the fans, they know what to be able to cancel so it doesn't fail when it gets bigger, when the channel gets bigger. I learned a lot of this by watching a creator called Jack's Films, Jack Douglas. And as he grew, he constantly kept working on merch. He constantly kept having merch go out. There's another creator, Papa Swolio. He's a bodybuilder, and he's a bodybuilder with an attitude. I'll try and find both of their YouTube channels, and I'll pop those down in the description. And even though he's not a huge YouTuber, or when he started off going huge, he still put merch out on the table. And he constantly did it. But now he knows what people want. And the thing is I don't know what people want. And I kind of would like to have the merch because, it'd be nice to walk down the street when I'm doing a walking vlog or a location vlog or music locations or something like that, and all of a sudden I see a fan with a shirt on. And I can stop and I can say hi. I mean, I'd love to meet fans. I met my very first subscriber one year at VidCon, and that was a lot of fun. I met my first subscriber. He was a kid in a wheelchair. He talked back and forth, and his parents thought it was the best thing in the world. I said, yeah, but I'm not a big YouTuber, but I'm glad you recognized me. And this was not on my ScottyAllenDay channel. This was on another channel that I shut down because it was just not what I wanted. And I invited them over to this channel, but I don't know what happened to the fan. So I hope they eventually come back and find me. So again, with merch, it's just important, it's important to know how the process is done. It's important to make quality merch instead of poorly done merch or slap together merch. I've seen people make merch that looks like an NWO logo. I've seen people that are copying somebody else's logo, putting their name on it, and changing the colors and say, oh, okay, well, here's my merch. I mean, don't get me wrong, but Mr. Beast's logo looks like the Carolina Panthers logo. Looks like they copied it off of a football team. Don't give me any hate on it. It's just what it looks like to me. I want something that's original. I want something that I can be able to say, hey, this is my logo. And if I wanted to take it and put it off and put together a trademark on it that represents my channel, I should have no problem getting it through the trademark and the copyrights. And that's also another important thing, is because once you build that brand, it becomes you. You are the one that represents that particular logo. You're the one that represents that particular graphic that you made for that shirt. PewDiePie with the bro fist was way too common. I believe his was derived off of a piece of clip art. And there are a few YouTubers out there that have a specific logo for their merch, and it's their branding. It is what people want to say, hey, we want to put this on a pair of sneakers, we want to put this on a book bag, we want to put this on, we want to sell stickers with your logo. Can you give us a licensing agreement? So that's what the whole thing is when you start off small and you have a okay logo, over time the quality increases. And you know, I could go to about 10K, make my graphics through that way, and then I could do a contest, and who could come up with another logo. The problem is, once they come up with that logo, I have to buy the rights to that logo. I can't necessarily say, hey, here's a PS5, now I own the logo. I have to make a written agreement that I have that logo and get the original graphic from them. So that's a really important step when you're asking other people to make your logos. And that is basically a Shark Tank. If I went to go and hire somebody offline to make a logo for my YouTube channel and say, okay, this is what I'd like to have on it, can you make it for me? And they make 6 different graphics, and I say, ooh, I like that one, can you erase the others? Well, no, the guy's not going to erase it because that's part of his portfolio. And that's where the Shark Tank comes in. So he'll sell you that graphic, and a lot of times the contract states that they still own the graphic, and they get a 20% royalty every time it's published. And that's about all it is a royalty, a royalty pool. Now, what happens is they have these other graphics. Now they can sell these graphics off to a company in China, and then the company in China will buy those graphics off of him. Now he doesn't have to worry about the copyright. He just sold it because you just got into your, let's say, 500,000 subscribers. And, well, guess what? You just sold it off to China. China says, okay, well, we'll give you 10,000 bucks for each graphic. Now they could sell out bootleg merchandise that you have no control over. That's the problem. When they still pirate a lot of other things, but when you have an original graphic and you've made that original graphic and it follows you through your entire career in what you do, it becomes you. People know to buy it off of your website. People know to buy it from you because you were the one that created it. And, well, of course, there'll be a licensing violation if it's sold in the United States. So, just a little bit about merch. It's a lot of times it's not about a creator being greedy. Just the creator's trying to raise a little money to buy better equipment. The creator is also trying to explore graphics. They're trying to get better graphics. They're trying to make something that's appealing to their fan base. So that's what I wanted to talk to you about today. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. Let me know in the comment section below if you liked the video. If you have an idea for a graphic, let me know. I'll be more than willing to see it. I'll be more than willing to read it. I won't necessarily use it, but if you have an idea, let's go. And if you're new here, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell so you don't miss another video. And until next time, keep on walking.